So on the sunny morning of August the 13th, 5 years ago, in 2014, I got on the scales to discover a 3-digit number, 101 kilos. Did you hear that expression? I saw my whole life passed in front of my eyes. This is what I felt. So I looked at the mirror and I've seen my alter ego, a man at the age of 32, having a well-paid job at international
having
company.
his own private property, having family and kids, and having absolutely no motivation to move forward. My work week, my usual work week, was scheduled in such a way that every time it ended with Friday parties with lots of alcohol and food, and then followed by weekends filled with binge watching of TV shows with my wife. I suddenly realized that I became the empty-minded, self-centered consumer whose only desire was to live like thousands of other people around me. I was caught in that vicious cycle of consumption, and it made me feel so miserable. I didn't know where exactly to go from there, but I knew that I want myself out of this wheel which revolves and keeps returning me to the same place over and over again. So I started my weight management program, and I lost 30 kilos in next 100 days. Oh, it was so tough. It was so tough. But I had to change all the clothes in the wardrobe afterwards because I changed my size from XXL to M. But you know, I hated my previous empty life more than having to change my diet and lifestyle, however painful it was. So after that came the self-reflection series on what I want to accomplish in my life, still while I'm relatively young and I have potential energy to spend somewhere. I started to look around me, and it made me see things I preferred not to notice previously. You see, in every society I lived, and we all live, there were people who do most of the hard job, but they are not properly rewarded. Did you ask yourself, who harvests coffee that you drink every morning? Or who assembles iPhone you are looking at every day, or probably even right now? Eventually, who grows cotton that your jeans are made of? All these people, they stand in the very beginning of every value chain that ends up in the hands of us consumers as the final product. Those people work in awful conditions. Believe me, I've seen that. They get little pennies for their job and they are voiceless. Did you know that retail price of a pair of jeans is $40 and it consists of 95% cotton? 600 grams of cotton goes to produce one pair of jeans. And cotton pickers in Uzbekistan receive 9 cents per kilo of hand-picked cotton. This means that they receive only 0.1% of jeans value that you pay for. What makes this problem even more complicated is that cotton production in Uzbekistan caused the deadliest ecological disaster in human history, drying of RLC. You might ask, how is that connected to those people who pick cotton in Uzbekistan? I will tell you, it's directly connected because they live in RLC region and they suffer every day from bad climate caused by growing cotton in a place not suitable for it. My dear friends, there are plenty of global problems like this one, and there is one thing common in all of them: unjust business practices. At this point, you might think that I'm either naive like a child or a hypocrite, wearing jeans myself and then pretending to say that the world is unjust. nothing of this kind. I understand that the change won't happen in just one day, but I have a vision of creating a business to address these issues. You know, I don't support the idea of creating a business to become a billionaire like Amancio Ortega, for example, who owns fashion brands like Zara and Bershka. My vision is to create a business that is fair to all of its stakeholders, to people who create this value, to the planet from which we extract this value. And then still, it will be a profitable business. And in my next speech, I will share with you the details of my vision. Thank you.
Thank you very much.